Hey guys, so I've said this before, but this is one of the more important videos I'm ever gonna make because this one is seriously one of the closest. It is the closest thing to my heart. It is so important to me. Well, I guess I should tell you the topic. It's about firefighting and firefighters and everything like that. I know you're probably thinking this is a really random topic, but my father is a firefighter, and my brothers, well, two out of three. And just this week here in West Virginia, in my county, 2 firefighters have been lost. One due to a sickness and the other due to risking his life to save someone else's. Today, a young man named Michael, he's a firefighter. He lost his life because he risked it. He really did. There was a pole that, I think a tower down, and he ran in to get people out. It was kind of like people at 9/11. They risked their lives like all the time just to help others, and he ran in there to help others. In doing so, he lost his life, but that shows courage, and it shows a lot to do that. The other one was Putter. He was a nurse at the VA. He ran on the fire department in 2 fire departments for a very long time, and my dad told me that he could always make anyone smile, and my dad said that he's never seen him mad. So I guess what I have to say about firefighting is that they don't get recognized enough. My dad, my brothers, just like any other firefighter, risk their life every day. They go out in that burning building not knowing what to expect, not knowing what could happen, wanting to save those people, and not thinking about their own lives. My dad always tells me how it's not something you just get into, it's something you're born with, it's in your blood, and it takes a lot of courage. I remember one year, it was the Christmas parade, and he was working at the fire department. He's now a volunteer firefighter, but he's a chief, and he was a lieutenant at a professional, I guess, or paid fire department. And this one year we were at the Christmas parade, and this lady didn't feel well at all. I'm pretty sure she passed out. She started throwing up and all this stuff, and they had to help her, take her into the fire department and lay her down on the floor. And I can remember I walked in there and I didn't know what was going on. I was just going to the bathroom and I saw her laying there and my dad helping her. He was saving her life. And I've been growing up in the station. I used to go down to my dad's fire station all the time. I go down to this one all the time. I guess it's something I've always been interested in. And it's something that you have to be courageous and brave and willing and strong, and you have to be able to risk your life. It's hard to think about people dying from this because 9/11, that is one of the touchiest subjects. I mean, I might not have known anyone there, but and I was too young to see it. I was only 3, almost 3. But when your father or your siblings or anyone in your family is a firefighter, it's hard to imagine those firefighters and all those people lost their lives and will never see their families. And it's hard to imagine if any of those firefighters die. My dad always tells me, once again, I'm gonna quote him a lot because he's the main firefighter in my life. All those boys down there, well, men, they're brothers to him. You have the strong bond that you can never break. It's unbreakable, and you're not just workers. You are not just firefighters. You are a family. And I'm gonna have to agree. I'm not a firefighter yet, but I'm gonna take classes and I'm gonna become a junior firefighter. But even now, just being down there, being Chief's daughter, people knowing you, getting to talk to them, and it's just hard because it is like family. It is like my second family. They all accept me like I'm their daughter, or like I'm their sister, and it's just, they accept you down there. They will pick on you, but that's how it is. That's how boys are. And not all firefighters are boys. Girls, I give you props. I give you major props. I love firefighting. It's just one of the main things in my life, and I'm excited that I get to do this in my life. And I'm just upset that they aren't recognized as much as they should be. None of the police or EMS or firefighters or army or whatever are recognized enough. We see these things like the Super Bowl. Those football players and all kinds of other players for sports are all over the TV. But when the only time we see this about the army is when there's a new war starting or when they might not get to come home. That's not right. They risk so much more than football players do. Firefighting is hard. Having to see everything, having to risk your life, and maybe not seeing your family. And then being a daughter or a sibling or anything, laying in bed and at night when your family, your dad or whoever's gone, if they work 24-hour shifts, and thinking, it's a natural thought that your dad or whoever might not come back. I remember when I was little and he used to work at the fire department for 24 hours. We would go over there and visit sometimes, and then we'd pull out of the parking lot and I would start breaking down in the car. I hated leaving him. It's hard to think that your dad could never come back, and I know many kids that would have to think that. Well, anyone, not just your dad, but it's a hard thing to think that your loved one may not come back, but you always hope and pray, and you pray with all your might that they will. Firefighters, police officers, anyone in helping our community, serving our community, our nation, thank you for everything you do. You are the bravest people I know. Every single one of you deserves so much more recognition than you have. You deserve so much recognition. It's not there, though, and it should be. You risk your lives, and we sit back and watch. Thank you for everything you do. God bless.